y'all? This is A.Sesay of Salon Productions. I'm here to talk to you about my EP, slated to drop August 17, 2010, called the A Special. How All in Stride came about, I had this record for a while, and so I reached out to this very talented artist. His name is Wordsmith. He's out in Baltimore.
New day, let me take a second to pray. Okay, I'm on my way. Got a 9 to 5, I like to live by, but you gonna see.
So anyway, I reached out to him and I was like, hey man, check out this track. And he liked it and he was like, yo, he wanted to put it on a mixtape. But I knew I wanted to put it on like a project. I didn't know like what was the project was gonna be or whatever, but I knew I wanted to be on part of a project that I was putting out. So anyway, after 3 or 4 months had passed, I had wrote the hook for it. And I had reached out to my man A.Sesay. And A.Sesay had this artist named J Ness. So he brought J Ness over to the studio. He laid it down. I mean, he laid down perfectly. And then from there, I called Wordsmith up and I was like, hey man, let's try it again. You know, I really want you to be a part of this project and I think you'll be perfect for this record. I said, if you don't like this record, I kid you not, you could punch me. Next time you see me, you could punch me in my stomach. And so he's laughing and whatever, and so he calls me back. He calls me back like 2 minutes later. Yo, we gotta do this. We gotta do this. And so from there, we lay down, the record. He sent me the waves and everything, and we just recorded it, and then we shot the video.
Yeah. That's the old school job. That's the old API console right here.
This is my flavor right here. It is, man. I like this stuff old, API, man. This is my flavor.
The warm,
old, like,
the warm
it's
sound.
all crusty right here. I like that. I like that,
man. It turned out really nice, man. And we initially wanted to do it in a restaurant, but that fell through. But it came through with the mechanics and everything, and it was cool. How I came up with If Love Was There, pretty much the concept on that was, you hear the sample, it's like, if love was there. So I had my man, called my man Rico up again, and I asked him, you have any male singers? Cause, I think, I need a male singer for this joint. So he reached out to his man, Inferion. Inferion came through, he blessed the track. But then, as I started hearing it more and more, I was like, you know what? Man, he sounds so good, man. I just gotta make an acapella joint for it. So I made it the interlude. The interlude, which, was like the intro for the actual track. Then I reached out to my man, Mike Legacy. He's the one who comes in second on the track.
I met A.Sesay. I met that cat at a beat battle up in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? It was a beat battle up in Harlem, and he played the joint, the track He Freaked for the Wonder Years. And at that time we was working on the Channel Zero project. That's a good project. We was working on that joint and I heard the beat and we was doing sitcom beats. So I was like, yo, that jank is dope. So we politic with him, you know what I'm saying? I got on the mic, I got on the mic, you know what I mean? He saw what I was dealing with, he's like, word. So we sat down, we chopped it up later on that night and we exchanged mad and we linked up. This particular track, If Love Was There, when he sent the joint to me, he sent it to me via email, and I was like, yo, this junk is hot, man. I mean, how the sample was going, and it had my mind going like different ways. Like, if love was there, we could talk about it from the hood aspect. We can know locally, or we can go globally and talk about the economy and world events, or we can make it like domestically. We can talk about relationships and stuff. I mean, it's like, there's so many different ways you can put that statement, that you can fill in the rest of that sentence, because it's like a broken sentence. If love was really there, what? You know what I mean? So that's how I came in from my verse. I came in like, if love was there, what? What would be like what? What wouldn't be like what? So, and just like that, just put it together like that. So that's how I came up with my verse. And I was amped up when it came down to lay to it. I was like, yo, hey, I got this 16, and I spit it for him. And he was like, he made that face that he made, like, ooh, that joint hot right there. I was like, yeah, like, you feeling it? He like, yeah. I like that. I had to get, to go. I had to get the green light from the man whose project that I'm featuring on. And also make sure that what I'm spitting is good for him. So after he gave me the green light, jumping on up in the booth, man, and it was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? It came together real nice.
And Dave East, he rips it in the beginning, and then Benji. 3 Star Sue Bars, he did his thing as well, So that's how, you know, the whole thing came about.